This is the trigger warning for our show. Please understand that various monsters had various victims and hunted in various ways depending on the folklore, mythology, or stories that were told about them. Please understand that it is not our intent to upset you. You will be given other warnings and additional warnings depending on the episode, but this is our blanket statement. We didn't write the myths, but we are using them to tell our story. Also, this is the content warning for our show. There will be cursing. There will be some interesting ideas. We will take it in where we can, but be warned, there was beer involved.
What if I told you there is a world where not only are monsters like vampires and werewolves real, but they have rights, just like you and me. And in this world, there exists a secret government organization dedicated to keeping you safe and making sure they follow the rules. Welcome to Anarium, a Monster of the Week podcast. Hey everyone, it's Cameron, your favorite neighborhood podcaster guy and host of Anarium. I'm also the host of another show called Unwanted Things, which is a horror anthology project. And basically I just read spooky stories that either I myself wrote or another friend of mine in the horror community. So this is the spooky season. Please go and check that one out. And while you're doing that, while you're listening to either one of these shows, make sure that you are rating and reviewing those podcasts because it gives us a big boost in this very special, important time of the year for spooky podcasts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this episode because the last one ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger, and I'm sure you kind of want to know what happened after that. So let's get into it.
Hey, welcome back to Anarium. I'm Sam, kind of the guy in charge, but, I don't like to talk about it. Anarium is a fictional world of monsters policing monsters, created by me and friends and family over the course of many years, given life by Michael Sands' Monster of the Week. With me, I have 4 of my friends. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yep, I'm Cameron, owner of a leaf blower, defeater of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and I play Bernard.
I am.
Nobody knows what to do with that.
I'm trying to
How
think
do
of
I
a thing
follow
I
that?
own in a game.
All right, Rob, follow that.
I am Rob. I live in Denver. I am our long distance friend who helped kind of patchwork this shitty ass team together. While Sam makes sweet, sweet love to your ears, I am the one that wants to make sweet, sweet love to your minds.
I was really worried you were going to say moms, and I was going to be like, shut that off now.
Yeah, I was like,
The M came out, and I'm like, don't do it, Rob.
I'm not going to call you Dad. I just want you to know.
I am young gravy, and I love MILFs.
My dad listens to this, and he does not appreciate you hitting on his wife. I do not appreciate it either. Come on, Rob. This is supposed to be vaguely family friendly. There's an explicit warning, but come on. And we have Taylor. What's up?
Hey, I'm Taylor, commonly referred to as the Viking.
Yes.
I play Marcellus, 1100-year-old vampire warlock from Denmark, way back. So things are getting fun.
We're getting there. Hater of the Amish, we learned last episode.
Whoa! Just because they're Amish zealots doesn't mean I hate them. They just irritated me.
Wait,
well,
we will
one in
rephrase that
particular.
as hater of the ignorant. There, we can go with that.
Not all Amish.
Okay, yeah.
Just those Amish.
Yeah.
We will also...
No, just the one.
Just the one guy.
I'm Rick Stafford. I play Corbin Graves. I own all of the Final Faction action figures, the Dollar Tree toy line. I also own an entire collection of battle cards, a 1993 trading scratch-off battle system, and I've beaten the video game Inscription.
I dig it. I'm into it. I recently started, we used to play Pokemon, collect the cards and everything, and the Happy Meals, they started coming with Pokemon cards, and, I'm, checking out, what's coming in these cards, and my wife, even my son's just kind of like, why do you care so much about these? Like, I just want to see.
The collector never stops collecting.
Like, I just want to see. This is pretty cool.
I
Like,
saw a YouTube video guy
Wait.
going to McDonald's and buying 40 Happy Meals at a time.
just to get the
Just to get
yeah. I'm just seeing
Do
what
they
the cool ones are.
do they have the gold-plated like Pikachu
No,
again
it's
now?
literally just a
You get like
card.
four cards in a pack, and there's like a holographic one in each one. So
only available through McDonald's.
yeah,
or
so
something.
I've gotten like 2 of the most valuable ones, so I'm just hold on
Anarium
for
brought
10
to you
years.
by McDonald's and Pokemon cards.
That's right.
That's not true. If we could get sponsored by
Cut that
them,
out.
though, I would take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I mean, like my body is sponsored by McDonald's.
Oh, that's all I've eaten for 2 weeks now.
Body by
How's that gut
McDonald's.
rot, bro?
Yeah, right. All right. So last time when we left off, we discovered that the people who came with the librarian were all part of some kind of cult. Some of them were psychic vampires. We discovered that Bernard's wife was not magically returned to him from the dead in dreams. We learned that Orpheus has a history with we'll say the Cthulhu mythos and eldritch beings from his time in Louisiana with his wife. We learned that no matter how hard he tries, Marcellus cannot keep you people on a fucking leash to save his life, but he tries, and that is what is important.
Mm-hmm.
When we left off, Bernard was on a stage with a woman pretending to be his wife, a thing, really. And she's dead now.
She didn't see it coming.
And we will pick up in the moments after that shotgun blast. The moment Lucille ended the fake wife. We're inside of this gymnasium. It's been set up as a rescue center-esque. Cots, people, chairs. Everyone is panicking.
I just for a moment thought you were going to say, we are inside Bernard's wife. I don't know why I thought you would say that.
Time to go into inner space. Let's fight the germs.
I have not drunken enough to take you guys on a Dennis Quaid-esque journey inside of an inner
The
space.
Sanctum Sanctorum.
Magic school bus. Come on, gang.
Yeah.
Look, Miss
Pirates
Frizzle
of the
is a witch.
Pancreas.
My other
We're
school...
going on a trip.
On my other school, we don't take field trips to places where people get murdered.
Yeah, we don't go inside people like fire vampires' bodies. It's not something we do.
So people are screaming. They are running around in circles. Some of the fire vampires that were in the crowd, who up to this point had remained silent, have started digging their fingers into their loved ones. You have the men who were there trying to protect the populace, trying to fire guns into a crowd to hit the things they have decided are monsters. I need to know what you guys are going to do. As of right now, you are all there. Marcellus is holding a book that he found in the librarian's satchel. Corbin has just entered the room and was greeted by mass chaos.
Pandemonium. Pandemonium 2022.
You are standing on stage covered in the weird... We'll call it blood from what was your wife.
Ichor.
Ichor, thank you. Well, it's kind of a mix of blood and ichor because these things aren't quite...
Yeah.
Blood core.
Yeah,
A
right.
weird secretion.
It's something that we don't want to think about.
No.
As you are...
I just wanted to make Laura squirm when she heard that.
Secretion.
Sorry, Laura.
So
You're moist with the secretions of the thing that now is a tumorous lump on the floor.
you can't see our faces, but no one's making. Well, actually,
Nope.
I'm the only one making
Tumors
it.
lump on the floor.
You live with her.
That's a good
so
band
you're
name.
gonna get smacked.
It is.
Tumor slump on the floor. Those are called, by the way,
Yep.
a cancer that has teeth and hair and eyes. It's called a teratoma.
Yeah, it's a teratoma on
so,
the floor.
So we could call them teratomas. Don't look it. It's good.
Who else? All right, what would you guys like to do in this chaos?
Well, I guess as I started it, I will allow you guys to
To deal with
I
the
will give you-
chaos
I
I
will
have
give
created.
you the floor, because I'm sure you have some things to say.
I believe we ended on Corbin throwing the doors open and going, "Hey, Bernard, don't." Oh, nope, he's got it. With Galad's sword on his back, and he's like, "Oh, whoops, shouldn't have left." Okay,
Oh,
well,
that's right. He died.
Boo.
I forgot.
Rob, why do you look like I just told you a family member
Because
passed?
he froze.
Oh, he froze.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say this is commitment. Like he is.
I was like, you
frozen.
look so uncomfortable with Gallon's death. Nope, you're froze.
Oh, there
Nope,
he is.
there he is.
Okay.
Okay.
It was like another
Somebody's
frozen.
Wi-Fi dropped. Yeah.
Okay, could have
It's
been me.
Yours. Yours
Yeah.
is the only one that stopped.
All right.
You look like you were moving fine on my screen. They did not.
Okay. All right. It could have been us. All right. So, what do we do in this chaos? What are we doing? You know there are monsters. You know there are people here that need protecting. Agent Boyd is in your ear, hollering, just try to protect the civilians.
I want to read a bad situation and try to figure out how many
It's bad.
targets there are.
I know. That's good. Read a bad situation. Give me a roll.
Great.
You're right to do it. It's just funny.
Yes, I leveled up. Okay.
You just a mental process of you walk into a room and there's just monsters attacking people. Be like,
I came here with a dire warning, and okay.
How many of these evil things are in my immediate vicinity?
You need to roll to read a bad situation. Corbin failed.
I
He
got a
is
4.
completely lost
Experience?
in that.
I level up.
10.
I need a book to pick a thing.
okay.
I give it a 10.
got a
10.
I'm up.
All right.
Fucking 10.
So you've got these things. There are 4 of them in the crowd. They are all currently attached to someone. They are feeding. Those people are screaming. They are starting to catch fire. The bullets that are hitting them, on the rare occasion that they're actually getting hit, don't seem to be doing a ton, but it is disruptive.
I'm starting to think maybe I didn't handle this in the best way.
Well,
Um,
I didn't pull up my sheet. Son of a
I mean,
while
bitch.
he's assessing the situation, can I just do a quick the sight? You can see invisible, especially spirits, magical influences.
Oh, yeah. Give me a roll.
That's just a special move.
Oh,
for
you
me.
just get to do it?
Yeah, that's one of my special
Sorry.
moves. Yeah.
All right. So in this moment, he's back. In this moment,
That was weird.
you can see almost as if there is an energy. I think of it as like the predator switching its vision. You're cycling through, what can I see here, what's going on, and you finally hit one of those cycles, and you can actually see that the energy they are absorbing from these people, these victims, is not staying with them, it's actually leaving. It's almost as if it's being siphoned to something else outside. These pathways are not following doors or windows. It is beyond the physical confines of the gym. It's being pulled elsewhere, and wherever it's headed, it is very directly headed there.
These things aren't considered spirits, are they, since we're in the dream world?
Nope.
Okay.
They are
make
considered fire vampires. I did change them a little bit. You might be vaguely aware of them. They are traditionally in a more eldritch setting, which is one of the few things that Anarium doesn't have a great handle on. Anything from August Derleth or H.P. Lovecraft is kind of
weird.
the things that the monsters are worried about. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. And in the future going on, it'll always be described as eldritch. It's an eldritch magic.
Okay. So they are magical by
Yes,
nature, correct?
That argument
Okay.
could be made. They do have a
Okay.
physical form. It is the tumorous mass. But yes, ultimately there is a magicalness to them.
Sorry, I tuned out for a second. Fantasy draft. I had to make my picks, but we're good. We're good to go now. I'm sure. I know you were all waiting on pins and needles to know. I took the Denver Broncos defense, and I took a shot.
I need you to cut out everything you just said. I need it to go away. Just
Jerry Judy's going to be a bust this year. Watch it, Cameron.
I do
Jerry
actually-
Judy will bust.
Oh, look at that. Rob's about to get dropped from the call. Hey, Taylor, do you just want to play a game and have a podcast with the three of us? Me, you, and Rick?
Yeah, sounds like we won't smell toast.
It's weird. It's weird.
Hey, it's fantasy. It's a word. It's
I picked a lot of orcs and elves in my team.
I love the league. Like I choose the Hulk. It's fantasy. The Hulk.
I have a weird question.
Okay, what you got?
Is there some type of water or something creature that's in the antithesis to these fire vampires that I would know?
I like this. There's monsters. Shit. We need more monsters.
What's the opposite?
There is a move that lets you summon another monster. Technically, if you wanted to pull a water elemental, you're going to have some strong negatives against it, just because this is the Dreamlands.
Right.
But I could go along with a water elemental possibly being very effective against them.
Yeah. It just starts attacking people, and the sheriff's like, "What is your problem?"
Well, no, because I control it.
I know.
Fine, it's a graboid. It's fine.
Control it if you roll well enough. And I realize I'm talking to you.
That's fair. Yeah.
I realize who I am talking to. It will probably be a 37, and that's fine.
It's not the case.
But there is a risk involved.
Yeah.
You did wish to fail a roll. You did wish that you put that in the universe.
That's fair. I did put that in the universe. I don't know if that's the best idea on this.
It's all right. You still have weighted dice. She'll be just fine.
They're not weighted dice.
I bought weighted dice, and they still don't roll as well as they should. That is my luck. And anyone who knows me knows that that's absolutely 100%
You are
true.
Will Wheaton incarnate.
I cannot roll to save my life.
Did you say Will Wheaton?
Will Wheaton's not a person.
Yeah.
I love Will Wheaton.
He's not.
I can't do it.
He's a thing. He's just there.
He is a demigod.
He's like Santa
amongst
Claus.
men.
Yeah, he's Santa Claus.
He
It's
is like
what
a
you tell children
demigod
to
that
make
we
them-
just
yeah.
are fortunate enough to get to spend some time with. Seems like a legitimately cool person.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying that about me.
I know better about you, brother. I'm kidding. I'm.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I need to like retract that.
No,
'cause that's
like,
felt
totally.
really mean.
No, it was
I'm
fun.
like, no, I 100% appreciate everything you bring to our friendship.
Yes, I appreciate our friendship.
He's like, no, it's uncomfortable.
like the house you're physically sitting
like the house
in
I'm
right now.
physically sitting in.
Like I'm not
the
gonna.
experience you
I'm
bring.
not gonna take back the BFF bracelets I brought. I'm still going to give. We're gonna,
just to everyone else before you.
Just. Is anybody paying attention to me? Like close attention?
I
I
thought
was like,
you were talking about us. I was like, yeah,
At
dude.
the moment, no. I
At
felt
the moment, no.
At the moment, no. Everybody
I
in
just
that
figured
gym
since there was mass
is,
chaos.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to summon a water elemental.
What?
Okay. Because
What
this is
I-
an emergency situation and it's a gymnasium, we're looking at like a watering fountain in the corner, possibly a sink, depending on where you grew up and what school you went to. There were water availabilities. There's probably also some fairly large jugs of water that would have been set aside for emergency situations. Because you're in the Dreamlands, I'm going to put you at a -2,
Okay.
but
I don't think it's out of the question.
Okay.
What?
You spoke too
You're
fast. I couldn't really make a large jugs joke, so I'm just gonna fit it in here.
Taylor, does your summoning require any physical movement?
It just depends. It depends on what I'm doing.
For this, we're going to say, like, I mean, obviously you're going to, like, put your hand out toward a water jug.
Right, yeah.
And no one's really paying attention. The amount of magic that's
why
going to
I
come
asked.
from your hand no one's really paying attention. But, I mean, there will be a small gesture to bring it
Because
to
I got an
life.
11.
Yeah, you always do. God, that's what a minus 2?
Yeah.
All right, well.
You got a +2 as well, don't you?
No, I have a +3 for weird.
Of course you do.
He does. Well, that's one of the things he knows he wants to be good at. All right. So you have created, in this moment, as you have your hand out, it's as if water starts to leak from faucets. It leaks from the various sources that it can come from. And it starts to pool where your hand is pointing. And from it springs forth a traditional water elemental as we normally see them. It is mostly a torso with water that comes down to the floor. It doesn't have legs. It doesn't really have a face. It's just sort of a torso made of water.
Right.
Because you rolled as well as you did, this thing's going to follow your orders pretty closely. It's by no means a slave. If you tell it to murder people and it doesn't want to, it's not going to.
Right.
But if you're like, hey, you need to protect them from these things, its
Which is
traditional
what I'm
attack
gonna do.
will do
Yeah.
a 2, and it get extra because they're fire vampires. They don't have a ton of health. So yes, you have summoned this creature.
Okay.
Next.
I would like to tell it, protect these people from those creatures attacking them.
Okay. It moves to that direction. It understands intrinsically what you are meaning. You have that connection.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, what does Orpheus do?
He's still pretty sad. He's just gonna go sit in the field.
So, would I see the water spirit having been summoned?
Given your ability to see that kind of thing naturally, you see the magic forming it together. So you would be aware that Marcellus is doing something.
I feel like
So I'm gonna approach Marcellus, and I'll say to him, Marcellus, there's more going on here than even you can see. I need your promise that we will protect these people, and that we will take those deserving out of the city with us.
Yeah. I got the book to bring the whole place back, but then all this just started happening. So that's the plan. But we need to get these people away from those fire monsters, vampires, whatever you want to call them. We need to protect them. So do your plan thing, but be careful because they're fire.
Divide and conquer, Marcellus.
Deal. Let's do it.
And as I kind of walk away from Marcellus, knowing that he and I clearly see the fire vampires. Did you say there were how many? Sam? 4. I thought so. I'm gonna just kind of look at Marcellus and assume he nods at which one he's gonna take, and I'm going to. I'd like to beckon to Corbin and Bernard. And Corbin, Bernard, I believe there's 2 things that need your attention.
I want to hold up. Well, I guess. So, I guess I'll ask first. Is there like I'm sure there would be like a fire alarm. And would it be working?
Technically, yes.
Like a sprinkler system.
Ooh. Yeah.
No, it's an Amish school. They didn't have irrigation.
No, we have
The buckets are outside.
We have clearly shown that this school is doing pretty well for itself. We'll say it had a really good football team.
Yeah.
Yes, there is probably a fire sprinkler system.
Okay, so he beckons to me, and I'm just gonna kind of like hold up a finger and like hold on and walk away, and that I'm looking for the fire alarm. I'm looking to
I believe that is a read a bad situation.
Okay.
You cannot find the fire alarm directly behind you.
You guys forget that people are screaming and running around in circles.
Or would it be act under pressure?
Oh, act under pressure.
I don't think it matters because I rolled a 5. And
It depends.
I guess it depends on.
What is your cool?
Did I not write it down?
Same as his sharp.
Cool's +2. That's a 7. Woo!
So you made it. You do see it.
Woo!
It is a bit of a distance, and there's some people between you and it, but you will make your way there. You get knocked around and bumped. It's not going to take its effect until next round. But yes, you do see a fire alarm. You do make the connection that there are sprinkler systems overhead, and you head that way.
If this is a movie,
Does that make my elemental stronger?
Technically, it would. Yes, it could get bigger.
Cool.
Like,
Steroids.
If this is a movie, I just see like him trying to get through this like mass of people as a big fight, and like Blitzkrieg Bop is playing. he's just like trying to get through these people. Like, yep, excuse me, yep, trying to get to the.
Meanwhile, Corbin hears his name and he just goes, "What the fuck is going on?"
Like, we got it.
All right, what do you do, Corbin? It's your turn.
I heard Corbin Bernard, and he's like, "What? Yes."
And I would just kind of be pointing like,
The exits are that way.
Those
Go
two, yes.
Do your job.
In the event of an emergency, pull the cord.
Yeah.
There are 2 exits up front, 2 beside.
Oh, I took something I want to do right away.
Okay, what'd you do?
I take a move from a different playbook. I don't even remember whose. Not as bad as it looks. Once per mystery, I can roll cool and try to heal myself.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. Hey, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I heal 2.
All right.
Woo! I'm back up to full. And I'm gonna find a aggressive-looking, handsy person and
Act under pressure.
murder them.
Would he get like a plus since I kind of gestured in the general area it would be?
It's
Like
more
a
about
+1
getting
maybe?
through the crowd than.
Okay.
You got a 7?
tried.
7.
All right. You see a fire vampire that realistically has been pointed to. People are starting to run toward the exit that you just came in, so you're kind of fighting against them, but you are a special vampire, and your ability to get through them is not bad. At the beginning of next round, you will be face-to-face with one of these things eating a person.
No, it's fine. I'm letting the good people through, and I'm like, well, maybe I'll just wait
Unfortunately, at this point, the 4 victims that had family there have started to burn. They will not be surviving this encounter.
Boo.
So I'm responsible for 4 deaths.
PTSD.
Have we been keeping a tally of what deaths we're responsible for in the show? I feel like that's something I need to go
I
back.
feel that's a little bit darker than what I had in mind.
So far,
You might be the only one responsible.
it might be.
For the
I think.
death
So,
of
I think so far
innocents.
we've been pretty good because in the other one
Yeah.
it was all ghosts.
I mean,
Well, yeah, and you're technically you are canon now. So anything that your character has done, it is canon. But
ooh, that's a few thousand people in Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
we just aren't aware of all of it.
I'm sorry, Cincinnati. Maybe your chili's great. I'm cool with it. I'm just saying, in our canon, you're gone, and I apologize.
I've been to Cincinnati twice. It is a fever dream. It was also like leaving it.
All right, we are back to a new turn order. I don't mind who goes first. That's kind of the beauty of this system.
I wouldn't mind going first in this instance just because I think it can affect a lot of what's happening. So if I could reach that fire alarm and
Okay.
pull it.
You reach the fire alarm, you pull it, things start to go off. Everyone now has a +1 ongoing until the fire vampires are dead because they are initially weakened.
Okay. Right on.
Golf clap.
I know that was kind of a random thing, and I probably could have just went and like axed one in the head, but I don't know. It just felt like fire, water. He did a water thing. I want to do a water thing.
I want to be a waterbender too.
Here's my
For those who
secret
don't
special
know.
superpower: mischief.
Cameron loves squirters.
I do.
I do.
I do.
My dad listens to this podcast.
I hope you have to explain what I mean.
He don't
So
know.
does my sister.
Oh.
Oh man. Well, I think
Calvin,
Hey,
you
Taylor's
don't.
sister.
Calvin, you don't need to ask me what that
It was
word
to you,
means.
girl. Taylor's punching me square in the jaw next time.
that's actually. I
26.
think that's what Bernard is gonna yell out as he pulls as this starts. Where he's like, "We got a squirter!"
He's in an up mood for just blowing his wife's head off.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he got vengeance on something that was trying to kill him by being his wife.
Yeah, that's the way that he took it. Was like you're impersonating. He caught on pretty quick.
No, it was a good emotional moment. I personally probably wouldn't have done it on stage in front of a room full of people.
Yeah.
But
I'm still like.
hey, don't worry.
Each their own.
Don't worry. We'll get to that. All right. The other 3.
Oh,
Who would like to
I
go
wanna-
next?
I wanna-
I'm in.
I wanna
What's up?
murder, Terror Toma.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
If you reach this creature, the human that it is currently digging its hands into to burn alive from the inside out, they're no longer screaming. What do you do?
PTSD, and then
Therapy.
I use Sir High Sword's sword.
Galan's sword.
Galan's
Galand.
His name was High Sword.
It was. Okay. You use high sword. That's gonna be two harm. Roll to kick some ass.
Don't do that.
Dude, you're gonna level up again.
7. Hey.
All right. So you take a swipe. You do your swing, and you're gonna hit. You're gonna do your 2 damage. This thing is almost done feeding on this human. It instantly turns around and sets you into its sights. It is no longer distracted.
Wait,
you
no.
are.
8.
It
I
is no
know,
longer
I know.
distracted. You are now its primary focus.
Good.
Orpheus or Marcellus, who would like to go next?
It's like you and I constantly battle each other on trying to get whatever it is. We want their full attention.
It's a weird thing.
I cast Compel Duel.
I guess. Spooky move, hard as stone. When you're in contact with the ground, the earth will protect you. I'm assuming the gymnasium is ground.
That is a wood floor. No.
Wood.
I am fucking wood. Yeah.
You are not technically in contact with the ground. That is a wood floor.
Okay.
That is not. If it was
No,
concrete or
that's super
something,
fair.
I would go a little bit further. Traditionally, for
that's
you,
fair.
that's more of an outside thing, as if your feet take root and you can pull from that.
You're spot on with that.
How
Yeah,
far
can
would
you-
he have to
can
go
you-
to bust that ground up to
Yeah.
get to it? If he just
Could he get through the...
I mean, realistically, if you want to stomp your foot through the floor and break that floor and get your foot through it, Jesus, that would be like an act under pressure roll.
I think it'd be cool as fuck if you could do it. It would also be hilarious
In
if
fact,
you try and fail. The image just like, shit.
Is there a potted plant in here?
Um,
If that's something
Gonna
you
be-
want to do.
am I gonna be Jack Sparrow, just carrying dirt around with me constantly? Yeah.
I have each out of dirt.
I got a jar dead.
I
No.
tried to give you some Miracle Grow, man. I did.
That's true.
I am not gonna try to break the gymnasium. I
Boo.
guess we will go ahead and get my vines and my branches out, and I am just gonna start sprinting and just clock this thing with my viney, thorny branches just square to the jaw as best I can.
Okay, roll to kick smash.
Did you say veiny, horny branches?
My brain went there too.
What did you guys do before we started recording?
I did have a Snickers. That could be.
You don't want me to answer that question.
It's been
Oh, my
it's
God.
been a while since they've seen such handsome people.
Taylor is the edging master, so he is ready to go.
I've never
hope
seen
you're-
Taylor laugh that hard.
Did you say edgy?
I
Or
hope your
Edging.
sister hears that. and
Edging?
just goes,
Okay.
"Ew." Kick some ass. That's tough. Yes.
Oof.
I roll for.
I want you guys to know that Nick just
Yes,
heard
kick some
that
ass
and
is tough.
gagged a little bit.
How is a 11 gonna do in this situation?
Probably all right.
Well, it depends. Did you add your +1?
Yeah, I did. So that's a 10
okay.
plus
Let's
1.
just say if
yeah.
not, it's a 12, and it's pretty fucking amazing. Oh, you get to add one of the additionals because you had a 10+.
Yeah.
You get to do a thing.
You get to do a thing.
my vines for my body to constrain it.
Okay. As your-
Sorry, sorry if you heard
as
people
your
walking across the
GM.
floor.
Are
Yeah.
you sure that's something you want to do that can dig its hands in and drain your life?
That's probably a good call.
I shouldn't have mentioned it, but I
Inflict
did.
terrible harm.
Yeah, inflict terrible harm is probably You know what? Yes, I did get a running start, and I clocked this thing as hard as I could. So yeah, inflict terrible harm. Let's.
As a tree.
What kind of damage are you doing?
Ooh, wait, what kind of damage is there? Hold on, my book's
No, not
downstairs.
as in a type. As in,
Oh.
like, what is the damage you were doing?
Poison damage.
We're not in D&D right now. I know I run our combat a little
How much
like
harm
D&D.
does your attack do? Is what he's asking.
It's a 3 for my
Arm
binding
harm.
So then
sword.
+1, so 4.
4. You knock this thing to the ground. Its hands fall out of the person it's in. That body drops to the floor. This thing falls to the ground. You fucking... Excuse me. This thing falls to the ground. You clock it. Its face caves in a little bit as you hit it. Marcellus, you're the only one who hasn't gone yet.
I would like to, in concert with my water elemental, attack one of the other ones.
Okay,
The remaining.
go for it. Roll to kick smash.
Oh, hold on, Sam. That would have been a 12. I'm sorry. I thought you said the +1 just from my tough. That would actually be a 12 because of +1 from the sprinklers.
Ongoing.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you're good. It's the same. It's the same outcome.
It's the same
Okay.
effect.
Thank you.
You guys
Thank
have not hit advanced moves yet. That's when 12s become important. Yet.
Thank you.
You have, but they have not.
So
Well,
that's
don't-
an 8.
Don't try to lie to me and be like, "Oh, it's a 5. I guess I get to level up now."
No,
I know your dice.
So I rolled 4, but I have +3 and then the +1 ongoing. So 8.
Doing what you do best, and I'm okay with it. All right, so you run up to this guy. This thing, I guess it was a guy, but it's slowly turning into a tumorous mass. What are you doing to it? What does this attack look like? Is it a punch? Is it you pull a gun out as you run up? Is it claws? Is it fangs? How are you attacking this thing?
Fangs.
Fangs? Okay.
Yep.
Because this thing is not...
Suck a hot one.
Because this thing is
I'm not trying to drink its blood. I'm just trying to bite it and injure it.
Because it is more human than like the Gug was. Like its system is more akin to something you're used to. It doesn't taste great, but you can do that. How much damage are you doing? Because I know your fangs are your big damage dealer.
4.
All right. So you get your fangs in and you rip out part of like half of this thing's neck. Is
mint.
Minty? I'm okay
Mint.
with it. No, all right.
It's cool.
Mint berry
Oh.
crunch.
Mint, cool. You know.
I just thought you were saying it tasted like mint.
No.
I'm not cool up on the kids' lingo, and I'm like, that's it. It's canon. Fire vampires taste like mint. You guys enjoy that. And it makes
Cinnamon.
sense because it burns a
I
little
feel
bit.
like they taste like Big Red.
It's the
It's cinnamon.
it's the cool spicy.
Goldschlager and Big Red. Let's go.
So Fireball.
Fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you rip out a chunk of this thing's neck as your water elemental literally just kind of walks up and does like a Hulk smash, 2 arms up and just 4 arms down on top of this thing. It crumples to the floor. It has died. It is gone. It is no longer.
I would hope so. That was 6 damage at one shot.
It did.
so-
It did some crazy shit. No, yeah, it's gone. These things are not built to last. They are built to sneak in, get the energy, and get out.
Cool.
All right, so everyone is gone. We can go back to the top of the turn order. Who would like to go first?
I want to just pounce on
The one
mine.
you knocked down? Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to pounce and try to stick it to him one more time.
All right, do it. Tell me what you got.
That's gonna be a 13.
Jesus.
I was like
assuming
taking a
it's
drink as
super
you
dead.
You just channeled like Taylor's dice right there. Okay, so
I did. Yeah.
you got a 13. What kind of damage are you doing? Are you doing more grievous harm, or because realistically you're gonna kill this thing? What's that look like? Don't even worry about your damage. What's it look like?
I want to just take it by the neck
All hunters get +1.
as I pull it up and just crack its skull in the back of the floor. Just bury its skull in the
I'm
floor.
gonna take it a
of the gym.
step further. This pulpy mass breaks through the gym floor as you like
You have the ground.
I have
you-
ground.
you broke through the gym floor. Because realistically, Orpheus has always been very much a protector. He cares about these people. I mean, even when he was protecting his swamp, he didn't hurt good people. It was always the people who were running drugs or poaching.
Yeah.
It upsets you that this has happened.
They're poaching the citizens. Yeah.
Basically, you crush this thing's head through the floor to the point it doesn't have a head anymore. Now, yes, it's slowly going to dissolve and burn up, but still, in that moment, you have these same secretions on your hands that Bernard had all over himself. Your hands are nice.
Relevant question.
Yes.
While we're attacking these things, are we technically doing kick some ass or protect someone?
That is kick some ass, because
Okay.
protect someone is basically you're stepping in front of someone else to take damage. Someone else
You're
who's
taking
You're on the
bullet.
defensive.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a move I use as
So-
Troy frequently when I get to play. That's how I built him to be like the shield.
I just wanted to ask because that is very relevant for me.
No, it is. This is kick some ass.
So as I bury his head through the gym floor, I want to look up to Bernard and say, "Stop!" I gotta get the accent. Sorry, guys.
You're good. Take your time.
Stop fucking around. It's not there.
You're okay. Take your time. Do you need to say a few
Can't-
phrases first?
Yeah. Yeah, Cameron, can you cut this? Can you time?
Yeah, you're good. Actually, I'm gonna grab a drink. You work on your.
I'll go grab your drink.
You got it. Okay. Or
Just
actually, if you have
a
yours
good
right
old
there,
Jim
never mind.
Appel.
Yeah, that's fine.
You've
That's good.
got yours. Are you okay with Miller Lite?
Yeah, Miller Lite's fine.
I know it's not your brand of piss water. I'm more than
Elevate,
happy.
elevate, very pretty hat.
Thank you, Rick.
That's what gentle people. Well,
Bernard, stop fucking around and kill him already.
So I think
That's a well lead-in.
I think it's my turn.
I like it. I'll take it.
I think he's like, all right, man, all right, I'm going. So he's just gonna like,
As if you didn't help make that possible.
yeah. So yeah, I'm going to the closest one, and I guess just describe to me like what the situation. What is the closest fire vampire or what did you say? Teratoma. Teratoma. The closest teratoma to me. And because I don't want to say I shoot it, and you're like, oh, cool. He had like 2 people in front of him, and he just blew their heads off.
Bernard, stop
starting
fucking
to
around.
learn.
Something.
All right. The closest
You
one
have
to
an axe on your shotgun.
That's what I want to find out. What the situation
closest
is.
one to you is fairly easily within a quick sprint's range. Most of the innocents that didn't get shot by the people trying to protect them have made it to the exit and are starting to funnel outside. There's an odd commotion outside. None of you can take a minute to really figure out what's going on. You are all very focused on what you're doing, but you can get to this fire vampire, but be warned, because of our turn order and how things have progressed, it is no longer feeding. It's now just kind of standing there looking for someone else. It is looking for something to feed on.
Okay, well, how far did you say I was? A quick sprint?
Quick sprint. You're not that jump off that stage in a heroic leap, and you can cover that distance. I will let you attack this turn.
I was gonna
Superhero
say,
landing.
do I need to?
Superhero landing.
I was gonna say, do I need to like try to throw my axe? Because I know that would be a really awkward.
No, I would
Like-
give you so many negatives.
Doesn't it say like?
Like you're already at negatives for using it because
Right.
this is the first mission
Right.
you've had it. Throwing a shotgun axe, as amazing as it will be in the future, right now.
Yeah, and I
You're
think after this
not
mission,
quite there.
mission, I want to say that I specifically train
Gear points.
on
Yeah.
throwing this thing.
That's not even gear points. I literally when we assigned it, it was
Yeah.
for one mission you're at a -1
Yep.
when you use it because
it makes
it's so
sense.
unfamiliar.
So all right, that's what I'm doing. I am. We'll say maybe not jumping. He's kind of as quick as Bernard can. Kind of.
No Scarlett Johansson hero landing.
Yeah, he's kind of hopping off this. It's more like a Fat Thor movement that he's gonna.
Still worthy.
He's still worthy, and he's making his way over. I imagine it's gonna be next turn for me.
No,
Are you gonna let me go? Okay.
I
He
will let
said
you-
he would let you get there. You're like, no, I'm
I was
so
like, no,
fat.
he is
Next
close
turn.
enough that you can make your attack this turn. I am more than happy with that.
All right. Well,
I am a merciful and joyous DM. I would rather see you be an amazing hero than watch Orpheus destroy another one and then laugh at you for not doing anything.
okay. I think he's gonna try to get his attention. Like, hey.
Again.
Again.
And as I'm kind of charging towards it, does it look at me when I try to get its attention?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It does turn itself towards you.
He's gonna say, "What's your name?" Still charging towards it.
Toby!
No roots. You cannot roots this right now.
It doesn't respond.
What?
It's a teratoma. It probably doesn't have vocal cords.
Well, that's what
Does
I say.
it-
He's
does
just
it
coming towards it,
shriek?
and he's like, just kidding. I don't give a shit." And he's just gonna swing his axe at it.
All right, roll kicks mass.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't.
How
Damn you.
did you guys go directly to roots?
So that'd be 7 plus 3 for my tough, right? Plus 1, so 10, right?
11.
Yeah, plus so that is an 11 to hit. You get to do an extra. One
Okay.
of the extras for that, they are behind you. The laminated copies.
Dun, dun, dun.
Does that include his -1?
Oh, does that include? It does. If it's at 11, you still hit a 10.
Okay.
Thank you.
Terrible harm.
I was gonna say, yeah, I already have the plus 1. I don't want to like OP. Like we have a plus 2 now. Like just keep adding
OP
those
it.
up.
Kill it in one swipe.
Yeah. So terrible harm. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, how much damage did you do?
Boo. I have not fully.
Again. You just need to understand it's been like months and multiple games, and he still has not filled out the fancy character sheet I have provided to those I have seen.
What
like
did your axe do?
2 harm. 2 harm close.
There you go.
Um,
2 harm plus 1, so 3.
You hit it. It lodges into its chestal section. It's not stuck, but that's where we're gonna leave you.
Okay.
Like you've done its damage. You have hit it. Its like right arm is now fucking useless. Its left arm is still there, but you rolled well enough. It's not reaching out for you at the moment.
Okay.
I believe that puts us back at the top of the turn. Oh no, we have Corbin.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you do.
What you doing?
He was the top of the turn order.
He healed. That's right. He had to get through the crowd, so we were back at the top of the turn order.
By the way,
No,
whoever
Cameron
shouted
was the top of the turn order.
when I shouted out,
Bernard was the top.
"What's your name?" My whole plan really was whatever name came out. I was gonna say that's a fucking stupid name. So if you know where that came from, that's exactly where I was going with it.
What's that meme? Like, hey, what's your name?
That.
Tommy. Fuck you, Tommy.
Yeah, that's a fucking stupid name.
Hey, what's your name? David. Fuck you,
Yeah,
David.
that's exactly where I was going with
Yep.
it. So.
I respect it.
That just makes me think of the Harry Potter meme, where it's Harry Potter talking to his son as he's dropping off the train. He's like, oh, what if I get put in Slytherin? And like he responds like Albus Severus Potter. But instead it's Harry Potter, I named you after the most badass wizard I've ever met. It's me. I killed Voldemort. Go kick some ass.
No, I hit it once, and then they did a round.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
I
hit
know
it
if
again.
I can hit once, I can hit twice. 50 cent, anyone? No?
It's
Okay.
It's a goofy sword, but here we go. 10, 11.
Yep. All right. So yeah, you can do what you need to.
Murder. It's just hard. Just didn't.
All right. So you hit it the first time.
Yep.
You did some damage, and then this time when you literally it takes more than one, you pull the sword back and you hit it again, and it cuts in half. It is on the ground, beginning to bubble and burn. A bit.
Just stomp on it.
Behind you, however, people are starting to come back into the cafeteria.
And I'm like, no.
No, this
Gymnasium.
Sorry, thank you.
It could double as both. We went to Northrop. Our cafeteria was our gymnasium.
Not at Northrop, it wasn't. We have a really nice team.
No, you're
Cafeteria
right.
was your auditorium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
Thanks. Now I want a
This is
spicy
a
chicken
totally
sandwich.
different.
This is a murdertorium.
A
All right,
Tyson
I'm gonna
chicken
look and be like,
sandwich.
what is happening? Behind me.
Are you actually taking the time?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
All you are getting from this crowd is a few people are screaming, "There's more outside."
I'm gonna like hand it. You're like, there's more outside. When you're done cleaning up in here, I'm gonna head out.
No, that is what the rest of Zulu team is currently dealing with.
Oh,
You guys will figure that out as we can. I think, have we killed all four? You killed one, Rick killed one.
I was gonna say, was
Marcellus
mine
killed
dead?
one.
Cameron's
Bernard's
just
is
stuck
still
in the one.
Oh, that's right.
Right now.
And that was your turn. So we have
now we're
Orpheus and Marcellus.
I'm gonna get it.
Hold on. Before I would like Cameron to take his turn first, please.
Okay.
I have something cool.
Cameron
I wanna
was
do.
the top of the turn order.
Okay.
No, wasn't he the bottom of the last turn order?
That's right. If you guys are okay with it, we can have him
That's
finish
fine.
this
I don't
and
care
we
either
can
way.
go more
Yeah.
into story mode. I'm okay with that. If you guys are cool with it, I'm cool with it.
So you said I hit it hard enough. It's kind of stunned. It's not really fighting me at this point.
You hit it hard enough, and your axe is like lodged in its chest, its right arm. Like you went through collar. If it had a collarbone, that's where it would be. What would you like to do?
I want to kind of like try to force it to his knees, and I want to try to just stomp the axe all the way through.
You got to roll for that.
Yeah, that of course.
That is some. You gotta.
And then he's gonna fail, and we're gonna have to do it anyways.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
wait. You're like trying to knock the axe on the end of your shotgun
Yeah.
more to here,
Yeah, just
and then pull the trigger, right?
I get my goal is tick it just all the way through.
Oh, okay.
So
I guess
you
that-
do like a weird knife batoning through wood, where instead of trying to pull it out, you just start hitting the barrel end
Yeah,
to
just
make
get
it go deeper. All right, okay, roll for it. All right.
Just palming it in.
It's a 6. It'd be +4, so 10.
Jeez, all right, that's cool. I'm all right with it. You guys planned this out. You didn't plan it. I'm not going to
Minus
give you that
one,
I was
credit.
gonna say we didn't plan anything. Don't give us that.
You're at a 9.
A
You have a
9.
-1.
Oh, the -1. It's a 9.
So yes, you do start slamming it down into this thing. It does grab you by the ankle.
Okay.
And it's going to do 2 harm.
Okay.
It doesn't make a solid connection to actually start draining you by any means, because you are going to kill it with your action as soon as that blade hits about its center mid-mass through the heart. It's dead. But it does grab a hold of you. You have a burn on your ankle.
Okay.
Take my strong hand.
Chicks take scars, so I'm okay with that.
Awesome.
All right, you
So-
guys are officially out of combat. Orpheus, you had a moment you wanted to have.
So as he kills the last one, and we're hearing there are more outside, another older French phrase would be "All innocent las mains pleines," which would roughly translates to "full hands for the innocents."
Yeah, I think Bernard's just gonna be like, yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck you just said, but I assume it means going outside.
I would say that, and with a level of confidence, just fucking head towards the door as if I expect them to be following me.
Okay, then if he's doing that, then I guess Bernard's just like, yeah, I assume that means follow him. Fuck yeah. Like, he's just going.
I need to get on the radio to Agent Boyd and see where the twins are. Because I have the book.
Okay.
And we need to shut this down now.
I wouldn't
gonna-
even be looking back.
I'm gonna scan the room, make sure it's safe in this room, and then like direct the flow of traffic back in.
There are people on the ground moaning. They've been shot.
Step around them, everyone inside.
Hey, Triage. How about instead of step around, like, hey, pick them up and put them here?
Yeah.
Well, don't say, yeah, tell me. What do you say to
Well,
them? Hey,
I'm-
help
yeah,
them.
that-
I'm directing, like, okay, it's safe in here now. You're not running into danger. Get in, pick that one up. What is that? What did you get done? Come here, you.
Okay, good. All right, so Agent Boyd on the radio to Marcellus.
Yes.
Clearly distressed. Yes. You have a finger up. Yes, what?
The rotund man cop we approached first.
He was not. Yep, he was his deputy.
The deputy, is he coming in?
He is still outside. Boyd gets on the radio. We are aware of the situation outside. We are, as like gunshots are going off in the background. We are attempting to keep things contained. Please come outside. The twins are out here with us. Please find your way to out front. We have a new situation. You all arrive outside, and from there, you see a crowd of people on the other side of the big fence. They are all screaming different names, and they all appear to be humanoid, but clearly burnt in certain areas. Boyd walks up to Marcellus and says, "We believe that they are the fire vampires like the others." Give me a minute. That's
Yep.
not right.
You just sped through it. You got it. You just sped through it.
Did I?
Yep.
Yeah.
We have managed to close the gates, but they are still there. Chi is taking shots from the roof. The twins are over in that corner. They're doing their best to keep people calm. They're using their magic, which means we might have trouble leaving. And Izzy is still in the vehicle, watching over Agent Walsh. He is bristling with anger. He walks over to Bernard. I don't know how you do things in your branch, but your ass is benched. Go to Gertrude and stay there. I don't want to see you again. You have brought chaos, you have panicked them, and now I don't even know if they'll trust us. Go. And then he turns around and starts addressing everyone else. What do you guys want to do?
So how many people are currently there to be evacuated?
At the moment, based on assumptions, there's only like 4 left. There's a few that have been shot that now need medical treatment. They are getting that. You're still looking at a few hundred people that are trying to...
Few hundred?
Few hundred.
Okay.
They're extremely scared. The twins are using magic to kind of keep them calm. You have a few
Okay.
people that are lingering because they're seeing family members on the other side of that fence.
Yeah.
And it's
so this
It's like, oh, my dead husband is calling out to me and wants me to come and see him. And they're not happy about being redirected back into the gym. But ultimately, everyone is going back inside. You have a few people who are fighting it, but the locals have that taken care of. What would you guys like to do?
The book. Now, is that something that's what we use to get all of this to stop?
Yes.
Okay.
I will tell you that
I
as
need
your GM. Ultimately,
I need the twins to come over and start magicking to this.
You and the
to get it to
twins
stop.
are going to have to make this happen.
Okay, and really quick, just because I want to say the attention's not on me, but I want to say that no one puts Bernard in the corner, and I am not going in the truck.
I got you. I got you, Bernard.
What I would like to do, I am walking back into the school. I want to collect some fire extinguishers.
Okay.
I love when game masters make.
Boyd
that
is gonna
face.
kill you.
Realistically, like what can I hold? I don't know. Probably 4 to 6. Like realistically, if
Realistically, you can have about
in a
4.
corner.
yeah, about 4.
Nobody puts Bernard in the corner.
Yeah, so that's Bernard's like, yeah, all right, yeah, not doing that, and he's just gonna. No one's paying attention to him. He turns his back to him. He's walking back in school. That's what I'm doing. So I don't know how long that would take for me to find. I imagine in a school you have to have one every,
100 feet.
From
Yeah.
inside Gertrude, there is a clicking noise across the radios, and Boyd just says, "Someone needs to check on Izzy. He's got a situation."
It's got a situation.
I'm running.
Thank
They
you.
have a
I'm
situation.
Yeah.
They have a
It,
see.
they.
I
I'm
feel so
running in
bad.
because
just
I heard,
redo the whole thing over, like so we.
Yeah,
Just,
thank you. I do appreciate that.
Yep.
I want to be sensitive. I don't want to make anybody
You're
feel
100%
left out.
right.
I don't.
I'm probably the one who's the least sensitive about it, but I
no,
want you to be
legitimately.
consistent.
I need you guys to know when you
Yeah.
correct me, I do appreciate it.
that's just that
I just
HR
want
coming
you to be
out.
consistent. Yeah, right.
No,
right. The worst HR rep ever.
You guys hear some. Okay. You guys hear some clicking over the radio, and Agent Boyd says, "Somebody needs to go check on Izzy. They have a situation, or they wouldn't be on the radio."
Corbin runs in because he heard watching over Walsh, and Corbin doesn't know what happened to his friend.
You stopped in and saw him. You stopped in and saw him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I had that moment where I was like, I'm going to go back to sleep now. All right, so Corbin is on his way to Gertrude. Bernard is collecting fire extinguishers. What would Marcellus and Orpheus like to do?
Marcellus needs to get the twins like immediately and start this ritual.
Split the party.
You guys got to read this book. It's great.
So you laugh, but what I'm gonna do is gonna be cool. I think.
Orpheus.
I'm in it.
Orpheus, what are you doing? Because you're the
Orpheus
one
to
person
Boyd.
we don't have in action.
Orpheus will say to Boyd, I know that he has been a liability to this point, and I know that you do not trust him, but he is one of few I trust intrinsically. I can not ask you to shelf him. I will keep him on my hip, and he will be my responsibility. But Bernard stays with me.
Then you
This
can
is
go
not
to
a
the truck too.
request.
At this moment, I would rather have Corbin Graves out here having already lost a team member than a man who killed a creature in front of over 200 people. Then you can go sit with him.
I have made a promise. I will not be sitting.
He leaves it at that. At this point, it's mass chaos. He can't keep anything under control. He has never had a situation quite like this. He knows his team is responding and doing what they're supposed to be. You can hear the crack of a sniper rifle from the roof a few times. The twins are now with Marcellus. Marcellus, what would you like to do? Sorry.
I want to start. I'm guessing this is going to be big magic. I want to start this big magic ritual with the twins and get this party going, or party stopped, I should say.
All right, so
Party pooper.
So to do it, I just kind of like to give the people an idea of what it's going to look like. I kind of imagine the twins each holding a side of the book and starting to read, and me with a a hand on their shoulders, on each of their shoulders, and then just starting to use so much magic, like purple light in the eyes, and just like pushing hard magic into them.
Okay. At this moment, I am imposing upon you with big magic that you... The specific side effect or danger of this spell is that if you guys don't do it right, even though you're in a time constraint, you could leave people behind.
Right.
Even if you take all of the land with you, which is explained how this all would work in the library book.
Yeah.
You risk leaving things behind. Unfortunately, you're going to need more than the 3 of you. They don't have to be intrinsically magic, but you're going to need more people. And the last thing is, realistically, this spell should take more time than you have.
Ooh.
With that being said, as your GM, trust me.
Okay.
I trust Sam.
How many more people do I need?
You are going to look at about 6 or 7. So you need at least
Total.
3 or 4 other people.
Okay.
You need to form a circle. There's some etchings that need to be drawn on the ground. Supplies need to be had, but nothing that you don't have access to.
Okay.
A couple Dutch rudders.
Holy crap. So all of the things in the big magic list. Okay. Got
Not all of them, because some of them aren't really super negatives. Your big one is you need more people, which means you need to find people inside who are willing to work with you.
Okay.
And if you guys do this and it doesn't do particularly well, you just risk leaving some of the town behind.
Okay.
Would anyone who knows how to cast magical spells please report to?
You guys have the librarian. I don't think she'll
No,
help.
I'm-
I
no,
wouldn't go that
she-
route.
I was just gonna say she'd be the sacrifice if we needed one.
Not at this moment.
You enjoy feeding Big Papa Fireball.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
So can we vote for her to be left behind?
At this moment, she is considered a prisoner. She is arrested.
Right. Yeah.
I love Big
So
Papa Fireball,
I'm gonna
by the
call
way.
over the radio and get Bernard, Orpheus,
You're paging me.
and Chi, at least, and maybe Boyd, and say, hey, we need more people for this spell to go. You don't have to know magic. We just need a confluence of people.
All right, everyone. That's going to do it. Thank you again for tuning in to Anarium. And hopefully you're enjoying what you're hearing. This was one of our more fun action-filled episodes. I hope you felt that way too. If you did, remember to go ahead and leave this a rating and a review. Huge for us as far as finding new listeners goes. And also, my other show, Unwanted Things, has kicked back off. We had another story released today, probably about the same time as this one. So yeah, go check out Unwanted Things. If you like what you hear here and you want a little more creepy, you can find it over there. I think that's going to be pretty much it, guys. Just thanks for sticking with us. Enjoy your spooky season, and we will see you again in 2 weeks.